Hey everybody, it's PartyElite, welcoming you to a brand new Humankind miniseries, this time in the Humankind closed beta. Seeing your response to the miniseries from the Victor Open Dev was absolutely astounding. It was great to see that y'all enjoyed those, and so now, because of your reactions, we have this coming back to the channel with a closed beta. So again, folks, if you like what you see on the channel, if you're enjoying some content, don't hesitate to let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below because it really does directly impact what I do on the channel. So if you watch today's episode and you have a good time, let me know. Leave that like, leave that comment. But folks, coming from the Victor Open Dev miniseries, we had a couple of ideas that were relatively, I would say, easy to understand, easy to wrap our heads around. You know, when you're a merchant, there are certain expectations. When you're a warmonger, there are certain expectations. With this miniseries, I'm doing something that's a little bit more, I think, abstract. Maybe that's too strong of a word, but it's a little bit harder to encapsulate as far as gameplay is concerned, I think, which is what I think will make it most interesting. With this miniseries, I'm sure the title has given it away, we're going to be playing as a Thalassocracy. Now, a Thalassocracy is a power which primarily exerts its power over the sea. Typically, they stay close to coastlines, they conquer islands, they often will have mercantile focuses. There are a lot of variables, and throughout history, we have seen many Thalassocracies in the real world, and each has been slightly different, of course, based on the times, based on the technologies, and based on their intent and, you know, what kind of peoples they were, I suppose. But the one sort of core concept of a Thalassocracy, which is what we're going to be trying to stay true to, is largely exerting our power over the waters. I don't know how this game will enable us to do that. I don't know how easy it's going to be. This might be the toughest of the miniseries you'll have seen on the channel, and hopefully it'll be, you know, something you haven't seen before. Hopefully it's a little different from everything else that's going on out there, and maybe it's different from anything you've tried yourself as well. Either way, let me know your thoughts on this idea. I think it'll be an interesting challenge. Playing as a Thalassocracy, choosing our cultures will be interesting because we're not sort of tied down to specific, you know, types of cultures. Like, it doesn't all have to be merchant type or builder type or what have you. So I think it'll be a pretty fun run. Without any more time to waste, folks, let's dive on in. And folks, as we begin, I just want to mention two things really quickly. For one, I'm only vaguely familiar with the map in this closed beta. With the Victor Open Dev, I mentioned that I was fairly familiar with the map and where things were laid out, but with this closed beta, not at all, more or less. So that'll make things a bit more tense, I think. It'll make things a bit more uncertain, so that should be interesting. But beyond that as well, I also want to mention that I will not be doing in-depth explanations of game mechanics over the course of this miniseries. I did that for the Victor Open Dev miniseries, but I feel that by now folks are pretty familiar with what they're looking at. I'll explain things from time to time. I'll of course be explaining my decision-making process, but as far as every little detail, as far as those game mechanics are concerned, not so much. Now, I would highly recommend checking out those Victor miniseries if you haven't yet. They are, in my opinion at least, they're quite fun. They were very interesting explorations of game mechanics and how the game can be pushed in various directions. Now, with that said, it's about time to start pushing our tribe in various directions and picking up some of these pickups. I'm going to try and acquire all three of these stars right off the bat. I feel like there is an inherent advantage to the fame kind of bonus you get right at the beginning. And it's not a bad idea. It's not that difficult to do either. So let's go ahead and defeat this deer too. Took quite a few losses there. Wow, sole survivor over here. Okay, very well. But gained us, you know, a step towards that hunter star as well. Gonna actually explore it down south a little bit further. There's the food up top over here. I thought I saw one, and there's one down over here as well. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to cross this river to get to this one. There's that one up over there too. We're gonna have to split these guys up as soon as we can. Let's try and be quick about this. Let's go ahead and scoop this up. Because of the added uncertainty of where things lie and where things are, and I guess more specifically where other tribes lie and are, I need to move a bit more, I guess, aggressively, just to make sure I find all the sweet spots as quickly as possible. Like, looks like over here we've got Sanctuary we'll ransack. We have some silk over here as well, and this strategic resource seems to be in the same territory as well, so maybe we'll actually claim this territory right off the bat. Ooh, there's some good spots up over here, it looks like. Well, we can claim this one, but our initial city can be established up over there instead. We have 5 influence right now. I do wonder if before we move up there, we don't establish this over here. Plus, it's adjacent to... While this spot does look a little bit nicer, if this is going to be our city in the future, I would like it to at least be, you know, 1 tile adjacency away from the coast to stick to our Thalassocracy kind of vibe, I guess. Future outposts doesn't matter as much as long as the city center, I feel like, is close to the coast. It fits the theme. So fine, we'll establish that next turn. And this looks like a pretty good spot as well. Alright, let's go ahead and end the turn there, though. Let's go ahead and ransack this sanctuary. Looks like there's a knowledge, a discovery to pick up over. I keep calling them knowledge stars. They're not the stars, they're just discoveries. One to pick up over there as well. Over here, let's go ahead and, again, I don't know if someone's creeping up from over here to steal this from me, right? Let's go ahead and just establish this outpost, and then we'll move up there to grab the food. Alright, looking good. Go ahead and split these guys up over here meanwhile. Pick up this discovery. There's another one down over here too. Excellent. Keep on all the way down to here. That's our successful ransack up over here. Helping with the influence as well as our research for the future. You know what? This could be iron. We were really kind of premature in just kind of picking this spot because I saw a thing available, but hey, you know, it's fine. It'll work out. I just realized, I was like, what resources are available to our city over here? Sage. Okay. Well, I hope that works out for us. A little too eager, perhaps. Let's go ahead and creep you up top over here. Let's see what this event is over here. I want to make sure I grab this, especially because of that unknown resource. It could be iron, it could be something else. Lost Souls. I'm not familiar with this one. Your scout comes to you, breathless from exertion. Between gasps, he tells you that he spied another tribe not far ahead. He leads you on. Then, after giving you a stop signal, you drop to your bellies and crawl forward in the brush. Ahead, a young woman no more than 13 summers is leading a ceremony. Her audience, a dozen or so equally young or younger tribesmen. Many are crying, and when you see the bodies laid out, you understand they are in mourning. You know what you must do. So either I can welcome these guys into our tribe and grow our numbers by a little bit, or we can leave, making us faster. I don't think we'll leave. I think we'll welcome them into our tribe, and I think it'll be a lot more advantageous for us so we can explore a bit faster and have a higher population as we enter the next era, right? The first, I guess. Well, no, the second era, let's call it. Even though the game calls it the first. Go ahead and confirm. There we are. And why don't we push you guys down this way? Sanctuary here. Can I stop you guys over here to ransack this, please? Good. So these guys will explore this region with, and these guys will kind of push up over in this general direction, and these guys can go up this way. Cool. These guys will move up towards the food I was so sure I saw up there. There it is. Good. I didn't want to commit to up there in case I was a little bit off. Also a good idea to move in steps before you overcommit and miss something. Okay, good stuff. Looks like we've got ourselves our growth star. Excellent. But again, we're not rushing. We're not rushing. Gotta do a bit more hunting as well, right? And you down this way. Speak of the devil. Ooh, world deed accomplished. Vinikunsa. Be the first to discover Vinikunsa. I'm probably butchering that. I apologize if I am. Feel free to correct my pronunciation in the comments. I always like learning how to say things, and I'm sure I've got this wrong. Now, what is this? A site of daily worship and offerings. The sweeping mountain range is a testament to greater forces. We've seen this in previous playthroughs and like previous like open devs and stuff. First discovered by our nomadic tribe. Gives us influence, stability, and money. Alright, we'll want to maybe take this for ourselves as well. Looks like the same region might have salt too. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, okay. Now, to take this mammoth on... Oof, it's a bit challenging. Go ahead and group up with our friends over here and see if we can't overwhelm this mammoth. Could hurt a little bit. That's worth a shot. Auto-resolve. Nice. Victory is ours, and it looks like growth came with it as well. So rather than losing any troops, we gained one. Wonderful. We can close this as well. And that helps one more step closer to our Hunter Star. Keep exploring down over here. These guys, let's go ahead and push you up up over here, sure. Kind of in a similar direction as these guys. Not the end of the world, though. Look at that. Little knowledge curiosity there. Oh, grab the food. And this is why you don't overcommit. Change of direction there was helpful. It seems like we have a, what is this, a deer or something over here? Yeah, fair enough. Up over here, let's go ahead and grab this food. We don't need more growth, but it doesn't hurt to have a larger population when you enter the next era. Let's go ahead and creep up this way, I guess. Oh, what are the chances? I love it. Okay, great. This is just a reminder that we can enter the next era. I think we can be a bit more patient. 3 more knowledge curiosities, discoveries to pick up, and one more animal to hunt. Don't want to take too many risks with mammoths. I'm surprised we didn't take any losses down over here, I'll be honest. And we've got this deer up over here anyway, so go ahead and scoop this up. Thank you very much. Up over here, let us strike this deer down. Auto-resolve that. Victory is ours. And let's go ahead and establish... Wonder if I should... Yeah, I kind of want this, right? If I should maybe pull these guys back to establish an outpost somewhere over here and acquire the silk and the whatever this is. This is outside of our reach, but that's fine. It's also a coastal territory, so again, it fits with our MO, right? Go ahead and move you guys down this way. Ooh. Okay. That changes things a little bit, I think. Because what I'll want to do then is I'll want to try and nab this, because it has Vinikunsa here. Again, just I apologize. They're probably gonna try and take this for themselves, and I would like this for myself, even if it only has this salt over there. There's also salt down over here. Let's keep these guys together. Just want to make sure I'm moving these guys together over to here. Sure. Just see what we're dealing with, what we're working with. Up this way. Keep forgetting this will actually block my line of sight. Right. One turn until you're done over here. These guys, we're going to keep exploring with you. Let's go up, here. Mammoths are like chasing us. Let's go up this way. See what's going on over here. Looks like the coast might curl in. And down over here we're waiting. These guys are able to keep moving. Let's go ahead and creep up this way first. Alright, let's pull down. Again, glad I didn't overcommit. This is also along the coast. A lot of coasts for us to take for ourselves. Oh, someone else has entered the next era before us. That's a surprise and a concern. How many else are ready to get there before us? I just need those last two discoveries. Going on up over here, perhaps. Another sanctuary, another deer to fight. Fight the deer, sure. Auto-resolve that. No growth from it, but I'll take whatever food we got there. Down over here, let's go ahead and... Maybe let's split up after all. Oh, nice. Scoop that up. Beautiful. Beautiful. There's our 10, so we've got everything we need. We can enter the next era. This will be our first city. I would like to establish an outpost. This is too far inland, I would say. At least for one of our initial... holdings. Maybe down the line at some point, but for our initial growth, it's a little too far away. Ooh, 21 production. Not a lot of food, not a lot of growth, but that's a lot of production. 18 down there. 14, 12. 15, 5s, 4s. Like, this is all pretty poor. But up over here, right, if we eventually attach this outpost to our primary city, it'll be a nice big benefit for us. And again, as long as the city is as long as the hub of the city is close to the coast, to me we're fulfilling our targets. 20 influence. Sure. Again, maybe jumping the gun a little bit. For just some silk and some God knows what. But if I've learned anything in previous playthroughs of this game, it's you're always racing against somebody. You're always racing against one culture or another. Moving down. Oh, nice. All right. Okay, Danakil Desert. Intense heat, sulfur springs, and smoking mountains greet the traveler who crosses this unforgiving landscape. This one gives influence, stability, and money as well. It's a little bit... Oh, I wouldn't mind trying to get this region. If we get this one for its salt and for the mountain range here, I guess. Stone field, it calls it. Then maybe we can acquire this as well afterwards. Okay, fair. Where would I establish and how much would it cost? 60. Oh, we can actually afford it. Alright, don't mind if I do that. 711, 49, 217. Again, production. 211, 46. No spot being like particularly highlighted, unless that's a highlight over there. Might be, but that's right on the edge there. I don't know if I like that. Let's go ahead and pop you down 17 is tempting. 8 and 12. Damn, you know, let's go for the 17 down here. A little boost to production. And plus, it's right by the coast, so maybe this will also be this could actually be another city, perhaps? I don't know how many cities I want to do. One thought that crossed my mind is I could do one city per landmass, but that might be a little bit much. But basically the idea would be that every continent or island or whatever we find, at most would have one city, and all the other territories on that landmass would be attached to that one city. Oh crap, I forgot to select a... forgot to select a culture. Oops. Well, it's not the end of the world, actually. Because it's not like we've been beaten to the punch. We can actually gain more population as a result of that mistake. Happy little accident. Oh, hey, nice. We got the salt, yes, but we also got whatever this is going to be. Maybe oil down the line? I don't know, actually. Alright, cool. Continue exploring down south with these... What was that? Population gain. The camera movement is definitely something I think that still needs some work. I have had occasions where... Oh my god, why is there so many of you? I've definitely had occasions where I was in the middle of giving an order and the camera panned and my order that was ultimately given took troops in the wrong direction. Not a fan of that. Can I get you guys down over here as well? I cannot. I don't like this. Let's go ahead and put you guys over here so they don't like come in and ransack this or anything. This is the most activity I've seen in this era from the AI. A little concerning. Put you guys forward. I need to remember to pick a culture. And I know which culture I'm going to go with. I'm sure some of you maybe have already kind of figured it out. Just based on, again, my desire to play as a Thalassocracy. There are some historical examples. There's some great historical examples throughout the eras that are varied in their own ways. I guess now is a reasonable time to mention some of them because you're about to see my first pick soon anyway. Let's make sure we actually set this ransack. We'll be getting gold when we get there eventually, but just want to make sure we're being active about it, I suppose. And up over here, can we ransack you as well? Again, we'll be getting gold over here because by the time we actually finish the ransacking, it will have been... We'll have entered the next era. Oh, crap. I don't want this. If we're gonna fight, let's fight. We could make it a manual battle. I didn't mean to engage them, but these kinds of skirmishes happen in this era. I'm not going to retreat, though. We will not cower. Stand tall over here. We'll try and defend. Are they going to dance around us and get back up in there? They might try, actually. Alright, good stuff. So far, so good. So far, so good. We're making enemies with our neighbors right off the bat over here. If I were to strike at them, we get the +1 from defending. Let's go ahead and defend our flag over here. And defend actively, I mean, so that we get the bonus ourselves and hopefully they'll attack us. Come on now. Yeah, here we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now we have almost certainly won this one, though. Let's attack. Let's not give them the opportunity to win this or draw this or anything like that, you know? They're probably going to attack us as well. Oh, yeah, okay. We should be able to come out on top. This is a silly little skirmish of ours. Oh, damn, we're not going to destroy them. That's unfortunate. Unless we're very lucky. Beautiful. I didn't want to jinx it. I didn't want to say anything because knowing my luck, I would have jinxed it. But cool, we actually won. Victory is ours. Glorious. Is that our first actual battle against another people? I think so. And we've won it. Beautiful. Looks like there's an event. Wild Companions. This illustration is absolutely amazing. These are baby bears, aren't they? This is amazing. Okay, what's going on here? The tribe fought wisely, bravely, and now the dangerous beast lies defeated. As their courageous warriors lay sprawled out, recovering, several of the ferocious beast's young emerge from the nearby brush. One of the warriors strides closer, spear aloft, ready to kill the young for meat, but before he can, two others stop him. The cubs look up, their eyes large and brilliant like moons. The first says he can train the young so warriors might spar with them and become stronger. The second disagrees, saying she can raise them and make them teach us nature's hidden ways. What is your wish? Interesting, okay. Looks like both of our options here are spar. I imagine one of them is supposed to... Again, folks, just as a reminder, this is a beta. You can expect things like this to come up. I imagine these are supposed to be different titles and different descriptions. Looks like it's all the same. The effects are different, though. So giving us ferocious, +1 combat strength for 10 turns. If we do end up having to fight the our southern neighbors over here anymore, that could be quite helpful, I suppose. But thinking about being a Thalassocracy, to me, it kind of ties in with being like seafarers, being primarily maritime, to me ties in with looking at the stars for navigation, learning to explore, learning to, take to the water. Water is not, our natural domain, as it were. So to me, it ties into science a fair bit. So I feel like of the two, this is the more fitting option for that extra boost to research right at the beginning of the next era. Because I do think, I think that fits our story a bit better. Not to say we're not going to be warriors, and I should clarify as well, being a Thalassocracy doesn't mean we're not going to fight land battles, obviously. It just means that our primary supremacy comes from the seas. And I think there's a lot of technology involved in just getting something to float, to learn how to make what floats and what doesn't. I think this ties in a bit more nicely, and we're going to use that as a through line. Anytime an opportunity comes up to learn more about the world, I think it'll be the angle we maybe take. Again, y'all let me know what you think about my decisions. One thing I want to clarify as well, for those of you who might be unfamiliar with the channel, is that I like to focus primarily on role-playing. I'm not much of a min-maxer. I'm not a fan of min-maxing. It can be fun, and nothing against people who enjoy min-maxing, obviously. But for me personally, I like making decisions for the story. Sometimes that means we will be making inopportune or non-ideal decisions because it matches the story I'm trying to tell. And I just want to mention that in case you see me make decisions and you go, why would you do that? Well, hopefully I've explained why, but if I haven't, then think about how it might align with the story we're trying to craft over here. Anyway, for the next chapter of our story, we need to select a new culture. Now, the Nubians have been taken. That's fine. They weren't going to be my pick. We have quite a few options, of course. By now, I imagine you're fairly familiar with them. Some of these options, there are a few options that make sense tangentially with regards to what we might want to go with. But historically, some of the greatest examples of Thalassocracies include the Phoenicians. Phoenicians, Carthaginians, we've got the Italian, maritime republics, the Chola kingdom out of India. There are great examples of Thalassocracies throughout history across the world. But as we enter the ancient era, we cannot overlook the Phoenicians. And I guess spoilers, most likely, if we get there first, the Carthaginians are a great example as well of a Thalassocracy. Now, the Phoenicians, they are mercantile. And what I like about this mini-series over here is that we're not going to be beholden to any one specific type of culture. We're going to be flipping around. So even though we're starting mercantile, this is not a merchant one-city challenge like our first miniseries from the Victor Open Dev was. However, these guys have the Haven, a replacement for the harbor. It is a naval unit spawn, and it lets units embark to the sea without suffering any movement point costs. So again, very fitting of people who are seafarers, right? It also gives us extra money, which is just a nice... I'm not going to complain about having more money. And then our unique unit is the Byreme. It's a boarding vessel. It's a navigator. It allows us to explore further sooner than most others. So again, I feel like it ties into our overall themes. Now again, we could be anybody and try and take our approach, but it feels like the Phoenicians are most fitting because of some of these unique elements, right? Trading pioneers as well. Modify all constructibles. Buyout cost by 20% is pretty big. And we'll see if the Carthaginians have been changed when their time comes, but it stacks quite nicely. The Phoenicians it shall be, or I suppose the Phoenicians we shall be. Unlike the lands, the seas give the merchant no obstruction. Go ahead and adopt this culture. Our new getup over here. All of everything that we reviewed just moments ago. Let's dive in.
The challenges of a young civilization. It's hard keeping up with the neighbors when they have the wheel and you don't. Humankind learns quickly that everyone contributes. If you're terrified of wild animals, you can grow lentils or catch fish. Tribes settle towns. Towns develop markets, and markets begin the exchange of goods, services, and most important, rumors and hearsay.
I always love those era transition animations. They're very nicely illustrated. I love the art style in this game, and the narration is quite nice. The writing is quite nice as well. They never get old, I feel. A ransack has been successfully completed up over here, netting us some gold. Excellent. I thought we had a couple other ransacks happening as well, but what needs to happen first over here is the establishment of our capital city. I think this place makes the most sense. We could establish it down over here as well. Now, you know what? We've got rivers, food. This place makes the most sense. Let's go ahead and establish our capital city over here. Make sure I have Alioth selected. Yes. Go for it. Beautiful. Byblos has been established. Now, the first order of business, I would say, is maybe actually... It's tempting to pull back some people and disband them in here to increase our population so we can get things done a bit faster. If I actually shift you over here... Oh, you know what? Actually, not bad. Why don't we go ahead and do that? Let's go ahead and shift you over here and get a farmer's quarters done 3 turns sooner, right? Go ahead and establish you over here, help our growth rate a little bit. Now, these guys are close. I could disband them over here, but I also kind of want to explore the rest of my territory. I don't even know what I've gained from our capital cities, like resource options, you know? I feel like we should maybe explore a bit with them. We've got you claimed. We've got you claimed. I would like to claim you, if I wanted to. 130 influence. All right, so a handful of turns still. It's a nice spot. Good place to take control of. You know, might be able to control whatever the flow of goods and people in and out of this little strait over here. It's a nice spot, I think. All right, these guys have backed away from us. That's good. This is a strategic location as well. Little corner over here. Let's go ahead and pull. Actually, let's split these guys up. No, you know what? In case there's any fighting, let's keep these guys together. And pull you down. My bad. Regroup you down over here. What is our commander doing? Splitting us up and putting us back together. Top tier tactics, folks. Beyond this era. Keep exploring down there. We've reached a dead end over here. 100 and... what was it again? 110? 130. 5 turns. I guess these guys can kind of hang tight over here. Sure. Just so I can claim it. These guys hang tight over here for a little bit as well. Up top over here, let's push up. I thought there was a... I guess discoveries don't carry over between eras. Because even in this era, we can still get discoveries, and they help us with our research and all that. But I guess it's not the same locations as the discoveries of the previous era. Fair enough. Up over here, let's continue exploring. I imagine this coast ends up over here. Push up. Oh, yeah. Looks like... yes, looks like I was right here. Just to confirm. Yeah, we're good. Cool. So we'll continue up this way. Looks like we have dye and horses available here. Not a bad spot to take control of either. Truth be told. And these guys, yeah, let's go ahead and pull up over here. Ransack the sanctuary, right? Grab that. Oh, hey! Nice. Oh, that actually works out really nicely. We got copper up over here as well. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, with that done, let's take a look at our technologies. We're probably going to want to rush fishing here. 30 turns. Did we really not pick up enough, wow, science to... normally, the first technology you kind of get right away because you've picked up enough knowledge curiosities in the previous era, but I guess I did not do that this time. I would like to get calendar first. As much as that pushes fishing away, these artisans' quarters are very important in acquiring resources you have access to. So let's go ahead and do the calendar first, and then it'll be carpentry, fishing, sailing. Because fishing gives us the haven, sailing gives us the Byreme. Man, 67 turns? That's obviously not okay. We'll you know what, let's go ahead and cancel that. Let's do this 2 steps at a time at most. Calendar first, and then carpentry. We might want to rush writing eventually as well, just because there is a, we can acquire fame from doing that. And again, just as a quick reminder, folks, because we are a mercantile people, making money is the primary way we'll be gaining the most amount of fame the fastest, though of course the other options aren't closed off to us or anything like that. In fact, that reminds me, I should maybe hunt some of these animals too, right? Like, I shouldn't just leave them be. Go ahead and instant resolve this, because they actually count as enemy units as well. There we go. Resume our ransacking too, and that should get us... oh, hey, what'd you know? It actually doesn't count as a military unit. Fair enough. Maybe maybe I'm mistaken, but I vaguely remember them counting in previous builds of the game. All right, well, that's this turn done. Nothing we can do with our outposts yet, not until calendar has been researched. So let's go ahead and rush that, shall we? Ransack up over here has been successfully completed. You're right here. Maybe I should just disband you in here. Get that pop bonus, because these guys will be exploring up there. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and do it. Pull you back, and we should go from 1 to 2 when we disband these guys. Yeah, beautiful. Pull them both over here. Takes us from 4 turns to 3 turns. Sure, though we'll be losing a pop in 12 turns. That's enough time. We'll slow down our growth is the only problem. You know, for 1 turn, let's keep it as let's keep it spread like this. Fair enough. Up over here, let's get these guys moving over. See what else we can find along the coast here. Wouldn't mind. Like, is that a separate landmass? Establish another city up there soon. These guys are creeping on behind us over here and down south over here. Let's keep pushing. What else is going on over here? Maybe it's time to spread out. Oh, hello. Okay, maybe it's not. The unknown discovered the stunning Nile River. Somewhere down here, I imagine. We wouldn't be able to beat them to it, I suspect. And again, we're still waiting for like 130 or something influence for our next outpost. Gold over here. Oh, well, good. It's along the coast. And looks like we found some more neighbors down over here as well. Got to steer clear of that bear. It will chase us. Anything with a lightning bolt like that will actively chase you. Anything with a peace sign will not. Tempting, isn't it, to attack these guys? They're trespassing in our territory. Let's push them back. Side is stronger overall. Oh, of course, cowards. They'll retreat. Fair enough, fair enough. We might give chase. I'm not sure just quite yet. Down over here, hang tight. It looks like we have a couple of civics choices to make. Now, civics actually costs influence as well. So that's something to think about. What have we got to do here? We've claimed this, we've claimed this. I would like to claim this. I'm a little, I guess, nervous that these guys might get here first. But like, how valuable is this to actually to have, right? Stability and money. Okay, it's not useless. Not useless. Especially considering we're merchants right now. 130. It'll take a fair bit of time for us to collect that. But you know what? You know what? The Empire Foundation, if we decide to go with natural right over here, which is what I think we'll do, we claim inherent dominion over the land and beasts and sea, even though it doesn't mention it. It pushes us towards progress, which is what I think, again, I think I mentioned this when we made that science choice, right? I feel like it's more, it's in line with people who do something like take to the seas as one of the earlier decisions in their culture's history. So I would like to go the progress route, for which we would enact natural right, which would give us 5 influence on the main plaza. Within, what, 6 turns, we'll make that back? I think that's fair. Let's do it. Let's enact natural right, pushing us towards progress, which further gives us science and a stability bonus as well. Go for it. Done. Now again, we spent the influence on that, but I don't think it's I don't think it's too expensive. I think it's well worth it. Customary laws gives us celebrating. Stability for 10 turns. We can enact that down the line. First of all, we don't even have enough influence right now. But down the line, when we need more stability, we can maybe consider enacting that. Very well. Okay, thank you very much. This was the ransack up over here. Okay, great. That's our turn done. Beautiful. Mount Roraima has been locked by another. Fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. Down over here, let's keep exploring along this coast. Almaz over here. Again, we can ransack this if we want to. I don't want to make enemies out of everybody. Just to be clear, I don't want to make enemies out of everybody. So, maybe we don't. We'll have plenty of enemies in due time, and it kind of feels like we have some enemies coming already. Their numbers over here make me a little nervous. Get them off again. Push up. Where are you? Trying to scare these guys off, maybe? Force them into a corner. Nah, they're going to come down over here. They're going to easily get away from us. Unfortunate. Maybe we can hit them next turn. We'll see. Maybe we can pull these guys up. One of them. And just try and corner these guys and finish them off before they cause us any trouble. Meanwhile, continue exploring down this river over here. And see exactly how they've established themselves. I don't think they're like a threat to us or anything per se, but they're the closest neighbor we have that we know about so far, so just playing it safe. Moving over here. The sanctuary up here worth, let's call it investigating. And down over here. Hang tight. Soon enough, soon enough. The Haruppans have arrived. Fair enough. Oh, many of them. And they're trying to ransack. Wouldn't be surprised. Okay, let's go ahead and pull you up to here. How long will it take? It'll take them 7 turns to ransack. Try and scare these guys off. Looks like they're going to stand and fight this time. Okay, fair enough. Our side is stronger overall. Make it a manual battle. And we're the attacker, so if we can take their flag, then we'll win. And the deployment here, sure, doesn't really make a difference, I don't think. They get the +1 from defending. I don't know if they will attack us. Let's try it. Decent bit of damage there. Like, they could just stay put. They're well within their rights, I suppose, to do that. The onus is on us. Alright, let's go in. Force them back even further. I think we've got this. Because we're the attacker, the onus is on us to defeat them as opposed to on them to defeat us. +1 from defending. Let's go for it. What are you going to do? Defeat. See what I mean? If I'm a fan of that. Don't like how that played out. We're bringing these guys down over here. Okay. There's quite a few of them over here. I feel like I need to like regroup almost. Need to like stop my exploration so we can defend ourselves against a horde of tribes after what happened over here. Don't like it. Put you guys up over here. Continue exploring while we can. Again, these guys are still in a prior era. They're not familiar with the concepts of sovereignty, I suppose. So they're not yet able to shoo us away or anything like that. I do wonder if I should pull these guys back up, actually. Continue exploration later. Pull these guys back up as well. Again, we're not going to be establishing this until a couple of turns, so let's bring our forces together. I can't believe I can't believe we find ourselves in this position over here. Just don't want them to be able to ransack this successfully. They're pulling back. Good. They stick to the river. No, they pulled back. Okay, fair enough. I'm aware I'm being plundered. Thank you very much. We can get up there. Let's go ahead and move these guys up over here. Bring in these reinforcements as well. Merge them together. We should be able to overwhelm these guys, no problem. Might even scare them off, actually. Yeah, no surprise there. So you can resume your exploration down here. I know a bit of back and forth dancing there, but I think it was important. Over here, we should have the advantage. They'll be on the river. We can't attack them this turn. Fair enough. Up over here. Oh, they're ransacking up over here, too. You absolute... Wow. Okay. Okay, buddy. Okay. Listen. Stop it. Real, that's not ideal. Go ahead and ransack the sanctuary. How are there so many of them? How much food did they have access to? That there's so many of them. This mammoth is seriously in my way right now. Slowing me down. Okay. Turn over here. Farmer's quarters done. Mycenians have arrived. That's not what I meant. I just wanted to see who the what color the Mycenians were, but I guess I don't know yet. Okay, these guys are back ransacking over here, fair enough. And up over here, these guys might be coming back as well. I wonder if I shouldn't turn these guys... Oh, looks like they've pulled away from the ransacking over here. Okay, excellent. I guess they saw me coming. Very well, very well. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, I'll scare these guys off. They're not going to stand and fight. What can we do over here? How far up are you going to come? Right up to here? Good, wonderful. Now, they can't retreat a second time, so let's go ahead and crush them. Manual battle. Yes, just to play it safe. Try and keep them... They're not going to stay on the river. They're not going to stay on the river. They pulled back there. They're gonna win this one, aren't they? What an attack. No, okay, we've got this, we've got this. I was just worried that they were gonna, like, play it super safe, stay away, and come out on top again somehow. We're okay, they're gonna come down over here, no surprise. We're gonna get off the river and attack them. Hop off the river. Attack. We should be good. They've already been damaged, so we had the advantage right off the bat. Good stuff. Now whether they stand still or they attack, we'll crush them. We'll crush them. Do it. Trying to threaten my lands. Who do you think you are? Victory is ours. Excellent. These guys will be able to hopefully heal up. And down over here, let's go ahead and... kind of tempted to chase these guys down, but we can't. Let's go ahead and push up to here. It'll slow their movement down at the very least, if nothing else. And then down over here, let's keep exploring. Maybe we should return the favor and ransack them a little bit. Feels like the only fair option here. Looks like there's a dead end over here. What do you know? Might have to loop around this way. Fair enough. Up top over here, the ransack is complete. Let's continue to explore up in this general direction. See what else we're up against here. More unknown strategic resources. These guys have been scared off. Push up this way. Stay nearby, just in case they try anything clever. But we can push up to the side there. And over here, I suppose we could establish a maker's quarters. Improve our industry a bit, or bump our food a bit even further. Another +8 there. What about maker's quarters? +4 to industry over here. You know what, let's... growth is good. Growth is good. Let's get that going. If I scoot you over to here... From 6 turns to 5 turns. Pop growth. You know what? I would rather let the pop growth happen first. And we actually now have enough influence to establish ourselves down over here, but we're pulled up too far away. Because that's the story of my life. That's okay, though. I think we've pushed them back. They're not going to be coming here anytime too soon, I don't think. Unless... oh, goddamn. Speak of the devil. Here they are. Fair enough. What was I saying earlier about needing to rush, needing to move quickly? Always? Yeah, man. Nash over here. I should be able to ransack that, but who knows how many of them are, like, hanging around that spot. Now, they don't have this. This is still free for the taking. Might be a good idea to take it. Especially because these guys are still preoccupied up over here. Don't think I'll scare them off with this minor advantage, so let's go ahead and push in with these guys first. Try and scare these guys off. I imagine they're going to retreat. There it is. And then let's pull these guys in over here to regroup, perhaps. What are you doing? All the way over there? How far can we go? Only up to there. Alright, sure. Let's go ahead and group up over here. They'll be able to continue healing. We'll do that. And this is like our first army, I guess. Chasing after these tribesmen still? Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. Up over here, keep exploring. See what else there is to see. I'm kind of surprised at how we still haven't found a knowledge curiosity or what have you to boost our science a bit. Feeling like I'm falling a little behind already. Army composition. Again, I could spend the influence to give ourselves professional soldiers, the extra combat strength. Focuses towards liberty versus authority. I don't know which one's more fitting for a Thalassocracy, I'll be honest. But you know what? This decision can wait. 80 influence. Let's hold off on that. Especially if we want to claim a new territory soon. The wonderful Perito Moreno Glacier has been locked by another empire. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Fair enough. What is fame looking like? We're still first, but only marginally, to be fair. Only marginally. Holy, why are there so many of you? Okay, let's see. If I keep chasing these guys, they're going to keep retreating. This is the thing. It's like you have to almost give them a fair fight, you know? Go and split you off. Give them a fighting chance, as it were. Instant resolution. Victory is ours. Okay, good. I don't think we need to keep fighting all these, you know, single unit battles. Bring these guys over. These two can try and ransack Nash, while these guys can maybe claim this territory over here. So these guys can continue over this way. Mimosa. Hello. There's that reverse ransack I was talking about. How do you like it? God. Harassing me right off the bat here. What did I do to deserve this, huh? Now these guys might be in a touch of trouble. Could have the high ground over here if they decide to kind of creep up this way. So let's go ahead and move up over here and just hang tight here. They might come up this way instead. Again, it's a kind of catch-22. You know, you go one way, you open up the other. We could Now, let's stay up over there. Hang tight. These guys will continue to push forth and maybe find something of value. A lot of unknown strategic resources. I'm guessing a lot of oil among these. I'm guessing. Could be iron as well, of course. But I mean, it's probably a combination of the two, to be fair. Alright, our turn done. Are we going to draw them back down? Finally, calendar's been researched. Looks like one has at least been drawn back down, and one has pushed up even further. Race after them. Both of us on river tiles over here. With the calendar being researched, though, we are finally able to establish some artisans' quarters. Now, a lot of things cost influence now, including artisans' quarters, but they're obviously worth pursuing. Yeah, we can get the silk over here. Down over here, we could get the salt. Helps with food. Go ahead and establish you for 26. And if I'm, again, coming down here to establish this, 130, right? Fair enough. Somewhere down over here. So 130. What about minus 26? I think we'll be fine, right? I'm trying to do the math quickly over here. Take us, what, a turn, 2 turns to get it back? Sure. Go ahead and get the silk over here. Helps with stability and with industry. Do it. Cool. Plus, now we're able to see these guys too. Move up to here. We could force the ransack over there. Let's pull these guys down this way. They won't be able to heal anymore, but I think that should be okay. This is like very early era warfare already. Let's push up to here. Try and keep these guys moving slowly. Alright. What else do we have? All the way over here. Still no knowledge pickups. Genuinely shocked. I apologize. I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but I am genuinely shocked that we still haven't even found, I think, even one. Wild. Wild. A ransack over here continues. Yes. 6 more turns. Fair enough. Looking good. Looking good. Good stuff. And down over here, we are now working on carpentry. So we'll have access to archers soon as well. Wonderful. And our turn here. Mount Vesuvius has been locked by another. Fair enough. These guys look like they're coming up for the ransack. Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised. Go ahead and push them back. We only slightly overpower them, but might be all we need. 3 turns to ransack this for ourselves. Good bit of money to be made. Let's see what we can do over here. Take us some time to get there, but then down over here, 5 turns to ransack. Alright, cool. Tempting to pay for these farmers' quarters and maybe get some more scouts out. Actually, how much does it cost to get some scouts out? 81 gold. Tempting to kind of go out and strike at these guys with a pair of scouts, isn't it? Costs us a pop. Tempting. Very, very, very tempting. But probably foolish. Which is maybe why I'm doing it. Next turn they'll be able to move. We can actually pay for these farmers' quarters as well. Again, it's a way to take advantage of our reduced pricing for these constructibles, that 20% discount that we get as a culture. Now, can you just tell me what a good spot is to build? 7s and 8s, 9s and 4s, 12, okay, 15. Not bad, actually, not bad. 6 and 8. Again, it claims the whole territory, right? 4s and 8s. You know, where's my... Oh, there we go. That really doesn't help either, I'll be honest. That was a good spot. 4s and 8s, 4s and 9s up there. The higher production is, like, calling to me at first. Population, there's a limit with outposts if this stays as an outpost. You know what? This is a beautiful spot. Ooh, 4 and 11 up there, though. Sure. 4 and 11. It's 1 step away from the coast. Has that same adjacency if we decide to make this into a city. Oh, this would actually be a really nice city. Now that I look at it a bit more, this would be a really nice city. Alright, cool. Up over here, these guys still running around somewhat aimlessly, perhaps. I mean, they're still exploring. We're still gathering intel. Oh, there's a bear lair over here. That could be a problem. These guys could die. Oh, no. Looks like the Olmecs have arrived. How long will this take to ransack? 1 turn. Alright, let's do it. Get rid of the bears in the region. What have we got going on over here? Still ransacking for 2 more turns over here. We've managed to scare these guys off. Yeah, I had a feeling that would happen. Shouldn't have wasted the money on these guys. But you know what? Down the line, we can upgrade them. Down the line, we can upgrade them. Good over here. Good over here. They put heal up. That's our turn. Ransack successful. Excellent. Continue moving on up. Really is nothing. Really have had the worst luck. Looks like we have a battle as well on the topic of the worst luck down over here. Our side is stronger, so I'm not sure what these guys are thinking. They're probably thinking they'll take that high ground and hold it. So let's go ahead and manual battle this one. And yeah, stay back over here. Draw them out towards us. Take advantage of our friendly unit advantage. And crush them. I think they're just desperately trying to get back home. Here they come. We should definitely be able to come out on top over here. Again, we're the defenders. The onus is on them to take our flag or to defeat us, so we should be fine. However, I am going to be at least a little aggressive as well. I don't want to just stand there, right? These guys, maybe we'll give them the +1 from defending. Yeah, let's just dive in. We're so close to winning already. Why give them the opportunity to, you know, try something cheeky? There's our victory. Nice. Oh, that's why. That's why, because they want to stop the ransack. That's why. Okay, that makes sense. Pull this pair down. See if we can't eliminate these guys once and for all. All these roving bands of tribal folk, I suppose. Hang tight. And Biblos, what to make up over here? I suppose, again, because we recruited a unit, we've dropped our population a little bit. We could establish the Sage over here. We could need stability relatively soon, actually. It's not a bad idea. 7 turns. What about if we build... let's do that instead first. Bump our production a little bit. And then when the time comes to take advantage of the Sage, we'll be able to build that faster, right? Is the theory there. Ransack successful over here, beautiful. Gained a bit of gold. We could fight these guys. Again, try and crush them, right? Maybe send them packing up this way, and then these two can flank from behind. Go ahead and strike. Retreat. That's what I thought, because you're cowards. And looks as though we have met another empire. But first, let's have these guys meet their end. We'll auto-resolve this. I don't think we need to really fight this one. Victory's ours. Always going to be. Beautiful. Well done, men. Well done. And what comes next over here? Alright, I feel very good actually about having cleaned this area up. I was a bit worried about how aggressive these guys were getting and how widespread these guys were getting as well. Let's send these guys down this way. Oh, finally. A discovery for us. Finally, it took a long time, man. Up over here, keep these guys moving, though. These are the Olmecs.
I'm a good neighbor and a loyal friend.
Okay.
As long as
we could get along. I see no reason why we can't. Creeping over this way. No need to fight. Down over here. Ransacking is completed, so we could... Again, we could pull them both up and disband them in Byblos if we wanted to really bump up the population. I see no reason to keep them hanging around, I guess, unless I intend to upgrade them. The thing is, you can also go over previously explored land to find more stuff. Like, things pop up in previously explored land as well, so it's not like you can just, like... It's not like you should just leave it behind, so to speak. Once you've seen it all. That's not the case. The Zhou have arrived, and meanwhile, so has our faith. Where'd you go? Where's my religion? Where's my pop-up? Oh, there we go. Can I? Thank you. Create your religion, pick the base of your people's beliefs. So polytheism gives us +10 faith, +5 influence on holy sites, and +5 faith on holy sites as well. Shamanism gives us faith and more influence on holy sites. I think we'll go with shamanism. I've not... again, like, historically, I can't think of, like, a historical precedent for what we're doing over here, to be perfectly honest. So I'm going to go with shamanism, because it makes sense from the influence it gives us. And influence is also what you need to expand your territory, so if we're playing as a people who are trying to expand across a vast expanse of, you know, seas and whatnot, I guess that makes sense. A bit of a stretch, to be honest, but neither of these has a story-wise kind of a pull. So let's go with shamanism over here. Found our religion on shamanism. Beautiful. And we'll actually want to establish a holy site soon as well, because that is a being the first to establish a holy site is a good way to gain some fame early on. There's actually people who are still in the previous era. Oh, right. The people that we've been crushing at every occasion. That might explain their stagnation a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Making excuses for them. Up over here, looks like these guys have established themselves, so we can no longer just like enter their territory. These are the Assyrians. Okay, fair enough. Down over here, another opportunity for a ransack. And I can't reach it. Let's go ahead and kill this deer. Instant resolution over here, please. Thank you. And we'll ransack that next turn, I suppose. Down over here, keep exploring. Let's actually split these guys up. And you up this way. And you down this way. Again, if we can find any of those discoveries, they really do help boost your research rate and stuff like that, so don't want to leave them behind. Down over here, these guys are actually coming through with 4 individuals. Let's pull out. We're going to die here otherwise. Retreat. Good to see they're actually putting up a fight. I was a little worried with how easily we were about to wipe them out. Alright. Fair enough, fair enough. We've got another one up over here. Too bad we sent these guys over. Alright, fair enough. Carpentry is done in, what, 6 turns? We'll have archers. We'll see what their numbers mean against our archers. But that's this turn done. Beautiful. The Hittites have arrived. Ah, there it is. So they've finally been able to establish themselves. I guess that's why they weren't able to... No, that doesn't make any sense. We had their only, I guess, territory being ransacked, but that doesn't stop you from selecting your culture or anything. Either way, these guys have become the Hittites. Fair enough. And we have unlocked the Aesthete Star. Not what I had planned, but I'll take it. Again, everything kind of happens naturally over time. Looks like the Merchant Star is going to come pretty soon, though, so that's good. Quite a few stars are about to hit at the same time. Go ahead and scoop up this. Thank you very much. I didn't want gold. I wanted... Gold is nice. It's nice, but I wanted... genuinely, I wanted research. I want my science to move faster. What's going on over here? The Assyrians want to trade luxuries. I can accept that. Fair enough. We've got some troops over here. Let's go ahead and actually split these guys up as well. Send you up this way. Guess we have to fight the deer. Who almost died fighting the deer. And these guys can continue on this way. Then just trying to find any discoveries or anything. That's as far as we can go. Fair enough, these guys are idle over here. Let's go ahead and ransack that sanctuary. These guys over here, let's go ahead and push you up this way. Maybe creep down over here. Not sure if there's anything to check out down there. These guys can continue up. Oh, this is a dead end, isn't it? Well, let's see if there's anything over here worth looking at. The answer to that question, no. A resounding no. Fair enough. Decision to make the flooded lands. Ah, man. An unrelenting deluge of rainfall lashes down upon the great city of Byblos. And the surrounding lands, sorry. If the rains don't stop soon, the banks of the great river that threads through the city will burst, flooding the adjacent quarters. With limited time and resources, the choices are stark. What do you do? We will protect the city. An expensive dike around Byblos will ensure the city is protected from any flood threats. Oh, cannot risk any bad consequences at this point in time. We must master the waters, right? Go ahead and confirm that. That was expensive. But worth it, I'm sure. But worth it. Again, we can actually buy out these Maker's Quarters if we want to, and then we can get to our stone rings a bit sooner. I don't think that's a bad idea, actually. Make money to spend money, right? Go and spend that money. Good stuff. Takes us actually one step closer to a Builder Star as well. And let's go ahead and get these stone rings done. But where? Up top over here? That's not a bad spot for some stone rings. A pretty scenic spot, I think, actually. Science available up over there. This is also not a bad spot. It's kind of like scenic. Again, you can look at the waters. Ooh, tempting, tempting, tempting. You know what? I think I like this. Let's do that. 19 turns it will take. Not too much we can do about that. We could, I mean, 15 turns, alright. Maybe we'll wait until the population grows a bit further before reassigning some people around. Or we could, of course, bring some people up to disband them as far as being units is concerned, and then we'll have some more pops to play with. Options. There are some available. Ransack complete over here. These guys are chasing after us, it looks like. See, the thing is, now that they've entered this era, if we pick fights with them, these are more serious grievances. See, like, winning the battle at Sham has given us war support. And we can use that war support to, again, go to war with these guys and crush them nice and early. Looks like they actually want to trade luxuries. I don't mind being friendly with them, despite our rocky beginnings, I suppose. As long as they stick to their corner over here, don't try anything too funny, we'll be okay. There's no reason for us to fight. Do we have anything, any exploitations to take advantage of? No, it doesn't seem to be the case down over here. There is... Ah, there's salt up over here. Don't mind if I do. There's our builder star. Wonderful. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, these guys over here. Nice, another discovery for us. Please be science. Please give us a little boost over here. Of course not. Oh, look at this little narrow passing over here. Meanwhile, these guys, I might want to actually pull them back to recover their health a bit. I say that as I dive into these old hordes. I just want some technological boons. The sanctuary we'll probably try and ransack, I think. No reason not to, we're so close to it. Nice, and there's a discovery up over here as well. Maybe pull these guys over to ransack and then these guys up over there to the discovery. Bring these guys further down over here. More horses, another strategic resource.
Of course, yeah.
Alright, looking good, looking good. Gee, I don't know. Sure, I guess. There's not much else to do with these guys. Oh, hey. Well, what do you know? Glad I checked before I sent them back to Byblos. Send you up this way. New grievance available. We'll take a look at that. Looks like there's a battle that we need to look at. Down over here. Both sides are evenly matched. They have the high ground, though. We could pull back to our high ground over here and try something. Sure, you know what? We'll take this battle on in just a moment's time. They're actually a little bit stronger than us, so we could lose it. But before we take a look at that, let's go ahead and deal with all these more kind of pacifist things, I suppose. Oh, looks like this is actually going to be a dead end over here. Alright, fair enough. Horses is all we have available here. Up over here, let's go for the ransack. Yep, in this turn too. Wonderful. And did somebody else seriously take our... Don't you dare. Are you serious? God damn it. These guys took it from us. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair game. Fair game. Oh, this is a nice spot too. Again, it's like everything has a coastal connection almost. There's a couple of territories that don't, but it feels like the majority of them do. If I did want to claim this, 140 influence. I'm looking at the horses and the unknown strategic resource over here. And the Olmecs over here. Still San Lorenzo for their capital. But the Olmecs might make a move if we don't. If we take this, we could expand to this as well. Another unknown strategic resource, as well as Saffron over here. So like what we could do like one city on this coast, kind of a thing. Because up over here there's a dye as well as horses. So we could do one city on this coast and then another city down over here maybe. From Lily Borea all the way up to here. Sure. How much does it cost again? 140? All the good spots are like inland, aren't they? How the game teases me. 140 down here. Up over there, we don't have a connection or anything, but it's cheaper because I guess it's closer. If I were to establish a outpost over here, how much would it cost? 90. The fee for being further removed, I guess. Alright, nonetheless, we might establish ourselves over there. Gotta give it some time though, so skip this turn. And then we have our battle down over here. I don't know if we're gonna come out on top. We are, again, a little outclassed, just slightly. If we pull back to this high ground, we might stand a chance. If we force them to fight on this river, that's also actually to our advantage. But if they're able to sort of circumvent us and come up this way and end up on level ground, that wouldn't be ideal. This is, I think, a 2v2 fight over here. Interesting. Let's see if we can't maintain control of this little, I guess, isthmus. Maybe we should actually claim this for ourselves, truth be told. But folks, that is something we're going to take a look at next time. That is it for this session. I try to keep these about an hour long. Hopefully that's enough time to get a variety of things done. And I feel like we made a lot of good progress today. We're very close, in fact, to actually already entering the next era. 3 stars will come in no time after we win this battle and have a little bit more growth and make a bit more money. And then 2 more stars to make after that. They won't take very long to make, I don't think. I think we're very close to yeah, I think we're very close to entering the next era and hopefully finally taking to the seas. Man, we need some science buffs, as it were. that we can take to the seas a little bit faster. But folks, I hope you enjoyed this session. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know down below by leaving a like and a comment. It really does make a very big difference in how I approach content on the channel, what I do, what I don't do. Again, the reason why this miniseries is happening is because so many of you reacted so positively to the miniseries from the Victor Open Dev. So if you'd like more like this, if you'd like more Humankind on the channel, let me know. But for now, and as always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big ol' thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time. Cheers.